I'm here today with a pretty much full face tutorial on the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Perfect Sweet Peach. I don't really know what this collection is called. Peaches and Cream collection. There's a ton of products I did already show in another video. I think it was a testing new products. The primer, the foundation, and the eyeshadow palette. But today I am here with another tutorial for this eye look here, and then kind of running through a bunch of the products, letting you guys know if I would purchase this with my own money, what's worth buying, what I would skip on. Before we get into the swatches, a little bit about the products and the tutorial. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie. I hope you enjoy this video. You decide to stay a while by hitting that subscribe button. And please, before the video is over, please give this video a thumbs up. And let's get into the products, the swatches, and the tutorial. Alright, so the first product is the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Mattifying Perfecting Primer. Infused with peach and sweet fig cream. This retails for $32. It is peach scented, it is peach toned, it's supposed to be cooling and mattifying. The next is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream. Oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, photo-friendly. This retails for $36 and it has approximately 12 shades. I mixed 2 shades here today, nude and light beige. I feel like there's a decent shade range or some light ones. These are kind of like on the lighter spectrum of things, light medium. And you do get 1.6 fluid ounces, so you get quite a bit of product in here. Most foundations are 1 fluid ounce. This is 1.6 and it retails for $36. The next is the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder infused with peach and sweet fig cream. The packaging on this is amazing and I do love that it has a sifter cap on it. This retails for $32. It's a lightweight, comfortable, mattifying loose powder in a universal peach tint. I don't find like it looks peachy on your skin at all. The peach tinted powder works to visibly brighten skin while creating a silky smooth matte finish that lasts up to 14 hours. Too Faced Just Peachy Velvet Matte Palette. 12 shades, it retails for $45. The packaging is amazing. By far my favorite palette that Too Faced has ever came out with. A beautiful big mirror, all matte shadows. You can get so many different looks with it. You can stay super light. You can go a little bit deeper like we did today. You can stay more neutral by skipping these like little brighter shades or the more colorful shades. You can make it a more colorful look. I just think it's beautiful and it is infused with the peach, so it definitely has that beautiful peachy scent to it. Moisture Matte Longwear Lipsticks. These retail for $21. There's quite a few shades. I think there's 20 shades. I have 3 of them here, so there's a nice variety. Very comfortable on the lips, very opaque. Has that nice peachy scent, but once it goes on your lips, I find you don't smell that anymore. 3 shades that I have here is Dollface. It's a really light peachy nude. Sunday Funday, which is on my lips, which is a perfect nude. And then Drunk Doll, which is a brighter kind of fuchsia, purpley color. Sweetie Pie Bronzer. The packaging is adorable. The product looks adorable. This retails for $30. It is a radiant boosting bronzer with a soft and flawless looking complexion. It is a must-have bronzer, 4 shades in it. There's Candied Peach, which is the pink, Caramelized Peach, which is the light brown, Golden Peach, which is the medium brown, and Bronzed Peach, which is the dark brown. They effortlessly blend together to define and highlight the skin for soft, luminous look. They deliver the perfect blend of blush, bronzer, and highlighter, creates universal warmth, gives blendable, intense color payoff. One is for $30. We have the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. You get 4 fluid ounces. It retails for $32. It is a refreshing oil control spray to keep your makeup in place. It's weightless feel, offers 12 hours of shine control, lasts up to 16 hours, and it has a beautiful peachy scent to it, and that retails for $32. The Peach Blur Translucent Powder. This is supposed to be a finishing powder. It retails for $30. Again, no skipping on the durable packaging. This is 0.28 ounces. It's a blurring and finishing powder for a flawless looking complexion. Translucent peach colored powder contains optical correcting spheres to help smooth the appearance of lines, wrinkles, and other skin imperfections. The Peach My Cheeks Melting Powder Blushes. This one is in the shade So Peachy. They're a buttery blush that transforms into a lightweight powder once applied. It's for the face and lips. Cream to powder blush delivers a perfectly soft, blendable, flush, and radiant matte finish. The Peach Frosting Highlighter. This is in the shade Happy Face. It is a buttery highlight that transforms into a lightweight powder once applied. Buildable, blendable color for a radiant matte finish. and it smells like peaches and cream, and it's a champagne glow. Last but not least, we have the Bronzed and Peach Melting Bronzer. This is in Toasted Peach. It's a buttery bronzer that transforms into a lightweight powder. Easy to use cream to powder bronzer adds dimension while delivering buildable, blendable color for soft finish. It's got a satin glow and it is buildable and smells like peaches and cream. And this one retails for $30. Priming my eyes, Painterly Paint Pot, you know, the usual. I'm gonna start off with Peaches and Cream, which is this color right here. It's a nice soft peach. And that's just going to be our transition shade. So we're focusing it in the crease and right above. Everything blends so nicely. I've had many Too Faced palettes in the past. I have the other peach one that they came out with, the first peach palette they came out with, and I've honestly maybe used it, I don't know, 2 times. And then I have obviously all the chocolate bar palettes. I'm just not as drawn to the chocolate bar palettes or the other peach palette as I am to this one. I'm gonna go in with Fresh Picked, which is this peachy color here. This is probably one of my favorite colors in the palette. It's just such a pretty, soft peach shade. Peach Cobbler, which is very similar to Fresh Picked. I'm gonna focus that just right here. Just a tad bit darker, I think. Blend this all out. I personally love the peach scent. I'm not even like a peach person. Like, I'm not somebody that's like, oh my God, I love the smell of peaches, but I do like this. I'm like the girl that's like, oh my gosh, I love the smell of vanilla and chocolate. But peaches are not one of those things that I'm like obsessed with, but I do love the smell of all of this. I'm gonna go in with, let's do Peach Sangria. I don't ever do like burgundy red eye looks. So we're gonna do that, and we're just gonna pop this all over the lid. Oh, this color is so pretty. You could use a flat brush too, like a MAC 239. Personally, most of the time when I do like an all over dark color on the lid, I like to use a brush like this. This is the MAC 217. I just feel like it's kind of dual purpose. It applies the color nicely, but then it's also like your blending brush too. So I just like using this brush. And it's trash day today, so you will most likely hear my garbage trucks coming by to pick up our trash. If it's not trash day, it's somebody's like gardening day. There it is. I swear, like, because I have to film in the mornings, and especially during the weeks of Ethan, because I have to film while he's in school. And it's like, it's gardening day or it's trash day. There's always something. Somebody's getting their lawn mowed or blown or something like that. So, you know, just the joys of trying to film in the mornings. I mix Peach Meringue and Peach Butter, which are the 2 light shades. And I'm gonna just pop that right under the brow bone. Okay, going with a little bit more of Peach Sangria just to build this up. The other thing I like is I'm not getting like a ton of fallout, which I appreciate with this palette. Just Right, which is that deep plum. And I just kind of pat that in this outer area here. By mixing Chocolate Dipped and Peach Tart, which is the peachy color, and then the deep brown, just kind of in this outer corner right here. I'm not going to do winged liner today, but this is a really nice matte black gel liner if you are looking for one. And you get like a ton of product, and this stuff like does not dry out. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We'll come back to the eyes in a bit. We're going to use the primer. This is the Primed and Peachy. I love, 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 love this primer. It is so nice because it fills in the pores, but it also like doesn't make my makeup feel slippy. You know how some primers when you, especially like pore filling primers, they can tend to like make your T-zone oily because they kind of like make it a little bit too slippy. This one doesn't do that. It actually kind of gives a nice tack to the skin, but it also helps mattify, which is really nice. So I love this. It does smell like peaches. I've been using this basically every day in conjunction like with another primer. So I'll usually just use this one kind of in my T-zone and then a different primer all over my face, but for the sake of this, we'll just put it all over our face and it works great that way too. This is their Comfort Matte Foundation, oil-free, 14-hour, oil control, photo-friendly. I love it. It does last all day. I've used it for quite a few weeks now, and I'm a huge fan of it. And the foundation does smell like peaches. However, once it dries, I don't feel like it smells like peaches on my skin anymore. But it's nice and mattifying. I find throughout the day, it looks like better and better on my skin. But I don't feel like it accentuates dry patches either, which is nice. Sometimes mattifying foundations like look really dry on your skin. I don't feel like this one does that. Probably because it's what they call a comfort matte. So it's like, you know how sometimes you wear matte lipsticks and they make your lips look dry and crusty? But then there's like the comfort mattes that are matte, but they're like so creamy and comfortable. Like that's kind of what this foundation is like. They came out with a melting powder bronzer, but I don't think it's powder. It's like very much a like cream. So we're gonna try that out. It is, I don't know the shade because there was tape on the back of all these and when I ripped it off, it came off. But let's use my favorite kind of bronzing contouring brush. This is from Morphe. It's the G37. I don't have a code for you because I'm not affiliated with them. So just bought these with my own money, and I do really like this brush though. All right, okay, this is looking a little, I feel like it almost has like a glowiness to it, which is weird. Don't know if I'm liking this so much. Let's try, first of all, my hair. Let's talk about that being in the way. All right, that's working a little bit better. It's like a very interesting consistency. It's like kind of a stiff cream. I don't know. It's very like subtle, which is nice. It does smell like peaches. It's probably one of the like more subtle peach smelling things. Why are my lights making cracking noises? This is okay for me, to be honest. It's okay. I think I prefer my Anastasia like contouring stick better. I feel like this, maybe it's the brush I used, but I don't know if I'm loving that. All right, we're gonna move on to the cream blush. This one is in So Peachy. It's a very bright peachy blush, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna kind of dab it on each cheek and then blend it in. It's very, very bright. It's like hot pink on me. I've seen a few other people use this blush and I feel like it definitely wasn't as pink. Wow, this is very pink. Well, let's just use this to try to blend it in a little bit. I would be interested in trying like different colors. I think I just don't like the color. I think it's just way too pink. Okay, let's try this highlighter out. It's really pretty. The name also is not on the back of this, but I'm just gonna use my complexion sponge and dab this on my cheekbones. Okay, wow, yeah, that's very subtle. Okay, maybe I need to use my finger. Okay, yeah, the finger you're gonna get a better application. But it's very, 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 very subtle. The Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer. Now, it's really, really cute. Like, the packaging is so cute. And a swatch of it's this lighter one here. So a Moda Pro from Royal and Langnickel. I'm obsessed with this. I got this in like a BoxyCharm and I want to buy some more because I'm just like, I love it so much. Okay, we're gonna start off on the cheeks. And just kind of like see where this goes. Okay, yeah, it's very radiant. Like, it's very glowy. I don't know if I'd want to put this all over my like forehead and stuff. I just don't like super radiant glowy bronzers. I just feel like my cheeks look very, very glowy. Okay, let's finish the eyes because I feel like maybe that's why I'm feeling a little off balanced here. And with chocolate dipped and peach tart, which is the like darkest brown and like the other dark brown in the palette. And we're just going to line about halfway in. And we're gonna go in with Just Ripe and Peach Sangria, which are the two more plummy shades, and it's the shade we have on our lid. I'm just kind of starting out here and blending in. A little bit of Peach Cobbler and Fresh Picked. Mix those together. Blend it out. All right, I'm gonna pop some nude liner in my waterline, curl my lashes, pop some lashes on, and we'll come back and finish up with the last few products. To set our T-zone with the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder from Face Secrets. I think you can get it at Sally Beauty, but they're a big puffy powder brush. And I'm just going to set basically where I get oily, which is right along here and my forehead. That actually pairs nicely over the foundation. Let's move on to the last product, which is the Peach Blur. This is supposed to be a finishing powder and it's just supposed to tie everything together. I'm just gonna use that same brush and I'm just going to go over my whole face. And this too smells like peaches. It's nice. It's just like a nice like finishing light powder. It's that baked gelée formula, so it doesn't pick up a ton of product or kick back too much. So I like that. My hair's being a little bit crazy. Last is 3 lipsticks. They have quite a few lipsticks that came out in this range. I'll start from lightest to darkest. This one is Dollface, and it's super cute because it does have like little peaches on it. And it smells like peaches. Almost has more of like a peach with a vanilla scent to it. So this one is, wow, a very light peachy nude. A little bit too light for me. Maybe with a deeper lip liner, it could look really pretty, but it's just a little bit light for me. But that one is Dollface. Sunday Fun Day, which is kind of a brownie nude. I really, really like this one. Very, very comfortable on the lips. Really pretty nude. So I do like Sunday Fun Day. All right. So there's Drunked Out. Really pretty kind of purpley fuchsia color. Still very, very comfortable, very opaque. Goes on very, very easily and very creamy. So that one is the 3rd color in Drunk Dial. Finish this off by setting our face with the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray, and it says Shake Well. So we'll just give it a good shaky, 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 shaky. And let's get to spritzing. I'll do it. There we go. It smells like peaches. That's really nice. This is their mattifying setting spray with peach and sweet fig cream. So let's do a rundown of what I think is worth spending your money on, what I think is worth it. And there's so many products that came out of this collection, it can be a little bit overwhelming. You kind of want to get a little bit of everything. Now, I don't think you need to pair all these products together at the same time like I did. I think it's a little bit overkill because there are quite a few powder products. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. What is worth the money? What would I pass on if I was spending my own money on these? Because I did buy a few of these products with my own money. And then they sent me the whole collection. So first off, the primer. Yes, 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 I love this primer. This is the perfect hybrid of a mattifying and pore filling primer. It works wonders. I love this 10 times. Yes, would definitely recommend this one. Foundation, I also would recommend. I think it is such a beautiful foundation. It's nice and matte without being drying or accentuating dry patches or pores. Or yes, would recommend this. Love the foundation. The palette, I would 100% recommend. I think this is one of the best palettes Too Faced has ever came out with. Obviously, you need to be into the peachy tones if you are gonna pick this up, but I think it's such a pretty palette. You can get lighter looks, you can get, you know, deeper looks like we created today. You can stay more neutral, or you can get a little bit more colorful with these 2 shades right here. Love this, highly recommend that one. Now, these little guys, the little blush bronzer, I'm not sold on it. I don't think I would go and spend my money personally to buy these. The bronzer just is a weird formula for me. I don't really get it. It has too much of a radiance. It almost looks like it has like a gold shimmer in it, which I just don't, yeah, it does have a gold shimmer in it. I just don't like those type of bronzers for me. I'm really picky on the cream blush and bronzers that I use. This, I just don't love the formula. I don't love the look of it on my skin. I don't like the gold shimmer in it. It's just odd to me. The blush. Now, maybe if I had a different color, I would feel differently. This is just such a hot pink color that I just know I won't get very much use out of. The formula is not bad. I actually don't mind it. I think it's just the color that kind of threw me off because it is such a bright, bright pink. So if there was a more neutral tone, I might actually like it. But this was just a little too hot pink for me. The formula is not bad on this. For cream blush, I like the formula. The highlighter. While it's really beautiful, it's just too subtle for me. Maybe for like a no makeup kind of day, this might be really pretty. Or if you are new to kind of cream or liquid highlighters and you like more of a natural subtle look, you'll like this. For me, I just like to go out with a bang. I like a pop and highlight. So it's a little too natural for me, but the formula is not bad. I don't mind the formula on this one. This is pretty. I just don't think I would get a lot of use out of it. I'm more of a matte bronzer kind of girl. The only other one that I use that kind of has a sheen or shimmer is the Sweet Tea bronzer from Too Faced. I really like that one. This one, I just don't know if I like how it looks on my skin. I almost felt like it's too shimmery and almost like mucky looking on my skin. I think it's beautiful. The packaging is pretty. I just don't think I'd get a lot of use out of this, so I probably would not buy this, for me personally. All right, the Peach Perfect Mattifying Powder. Love the packaging. I love that it has this cover. I think it's a good powder. It did not make my skin look dry. It didn't accentuate dry patches. I think this is a really cool powder. If you're looking for a mattifying powder, I think this is great. I don't know about setting under my eyes with it, only because I do have drier under eyes. So I try to stay away from like too matte of powders. Looking for a good translucent setting powder, I think this one is great. The Peach Blur, I think this is fun. I don't know how much I'll use it. I'll probably use it just as like a final step. I think it's fun. I don't think it's a must-have. It's like a peachy tone. Let's see, let's swatch it. Yeah, it just kind of gives like a blurring effect to the skin. I think it's really pretty. I don't think it's a must-have. I'll definitely use it, but I don't know if it would have been something, if I would have went into Sephora to purchase this, I'd be like, yes, I'm drawn to that. But I do think it's cool and I will use it. I love the smell of it, and so far I'm kind of like, I don't have an opinion one way or the other. To me, most setting sprays are created equally, unless it's like a glowy dew mist like my Tatcha one. That one's just really good and it makes you really dewy. So I'm excited to continue to use this and see how it works. Last but not least are the lipsticks. They're extremely comfortable, nice and opaque. I really do like them. The doll face color is just way too light. The Drunk Doll is a super pretty brighter color. Sunday Fun Day is a really perfect nude. I would love to see some of the other shades. So I do think the lipstick formula is really nice. So if you're looking at maybe getting one of the lipsticks, just find a color you like. I think the formula is definitely worth purchasing. If you guys enjoyed this video, it's like another little tutorial. So if you picked up the palette, you can try another look out and kind of a run through of all of the products. Did you pick anything up from this collection? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!